What's going on, guys? We got some good
Yep.
news. It looks like Wizards is taking action. And let's take a look at this banned and restricted announcement. We got Rafi here. What's up, Rafi?
Just don't forget to share your screen.
Oh yeah, let me share my screen right now. So, there's a new companion rule. Once per game, anytime you could cast a sorcery during your main phase when a stack is empty, you may cast 3 generic mana to put your companion from your sideboard to your hand. This is a special action, not an activated ability. So I believe that means it can't be countered by cards that says counter activated ability, and it's a special action, so it's
Not a
not
spell.
really, yeah, it's not really a spell. So that's pretty fair. I really like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What you guys think of this? It's effective June 3rd. So, in terms of our Giganta, I believe we take it out now because even before this nerf to companions, I was kind of. It's not really like I can't play without Giganta. You know, it's kind of like a. I mean, everyone was playing it, but it's kind of like it does take up one slot. But we'll see. I believe taking it out is probably a right call now because we can have more different sideboard cards. Anyways, let's take a read at this article here. Companions rules change. While Magic rule changes aren't normally a part of the ban and restricted list updates, in this case we're introducing a change to the companion mechanic that is motivated by game balance and metagame share across play environments. Effective with this update, the new companion mechanic and all cards featuring it will now work differently from before. The new version of the mechanic will work as follows. And pretty much, we already read this. It happens immediately, can be responded to, and can't be stopped by cards like Phyrexian Revoker. Yep, so it's not an activated ability. That's pretty fair because it's already a nerf. Our reason for making this change is based on metagame data and play rates of companion decks across all formats, and on player feedback on repetitive gameplay patterns. So if you guys want to see changes in your metagame, go ahead and comment on their Twitter and social media, and I believe they do listen and make videos like all these people like Nikachu and Grimflare making like magic videos. I think Wizards pay attention to those too. As a group, decks using companions have too high win rates and metagame share in Standard, Pioneer, and Modern, and have already necessitated bans in Legacy and Vintage. This trend represents a long-term problem for the health and diversity of all formats. Rather than go down the path of making several individual adjustments to the ban list for each format, we feel the better solution is to reduce the advantage gained from using a companion across the board. So I do like this. It makes the rule change simpler. But what's interesting here is Jagantha was actually not really like OP. They could have just made certain OP companions with this new rule or nerf those, but I think this is okay. I don't care we don't get to play companion. It was fun while it lasted in spirits. Okay, and then the result we intend is to reduce the metagame share of companion decks while still capturing the spirit of the mechanics design and still having companions be worth building around in many cases. We expect this new version of the companion mechanic will result in a deck building challenge, a means of self-expression that some players can opt into rather than being a huge part of the competitive metagame. And I agree with that. What do you feel so far, Rafi? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah, they did a good job. We discussed several alternative rule changes, but ultimately settled on this one. I believe it's a fair amount. 2 mana seems a little too less. Maybe it would still be fair, but 3 mana is good. Like, it's more fair.
Because
It's
then
like,
you're consistently playing the companion like turn 4,
mm-hmm.
turn 5.
Yeah, now you have
So
to
then,
play. Yeah, now you have to play companions later, and 3 mana is quite a big investment. I believe companions are like way less in modern now, and a little bit in Pioneer, but still a lot in standard because standard is the lowest. But overall less. So we discussed several alternative rule changes, but ultimately settled on this one. Yep. As it best mitigates the potential for repetitive gameplay and provides a wider narrow of interaction. Very well said. By charging additional mana, playing a companion becomes less efficient relative to playing the other spell the player has already drawn. In this way, the players are more likely to cast their other spells before their companion, resulting in more divergent game paths. I agree, because Garuda was like every turn, like every time it's turn 4, so it's like so predictable. Next, this additional mana will often slow the companion down by a turn, allowing the opponent to interact with it while in the companion's hand. Yeah, companion player's hand. Cool, Thoughtseize is gonna be way better now. Yeah. And you can kind of like, you see them get in their hand and you save up mana, you know. I also like how like now we don't have to play Giganta, we can have that element of surprise. Because before, it's like right away, it's like, okay, they're playing Giganta. Yeah, interact. So making this card better again and to plan ahead. It's rare that we use a rules change to address the meta game balance, and this isn't something we have plans to do in the future. In this case, the issue wasn't one individual card, but rather the companions as a group. We believe this solution is preferable to potentially needling to make multiple bans across the format over time. So I feel they did a really good job. It's a very creative way to fix the problem. Pretty simple, and I agree with this. Everything sounds good. Any final
What are the
thoughts?
ban lists? What are the bans?
Oh, yeah. I don't really follow these formats, so. But,
Okay.
I can take a look. Alright. And that's it. Let's play another game.